My name is Ann Lobos, and I am the owner of North Star Consulting and Tax. This is my first Facebook Live video ever, so I am terrified. So hopefully I push the right buttons. It looks like it's going, so that means I push the right button to at least get it started. So we will see how this goes, and this video is for you, Matt Gibbons, who I told I would have a Facebook Live video up this week. So again, my name's Ann Lobos with North Star Consulting and Tax. So I'm a CPA, which really just means that I spent a lot of years going to school learning about tax and accounting. But worked for someone for a while, started my own business, and here I am with all the other business owners in the world trying to figure out sales and marketing. But the one thing that I do have going for me is that I do know accounting. So I'm making this video series for you so that hopefully you can take this accounting knowledge that I have and it will make your business life easier as a business owner. So this series is going to be about cash management in your business, and I'm going to walk you through how to set up what I like to call a set it and forget it cash management system. Now, I know that cash management isn't sexy. It's not like sales and marketing, which is a lot funner to talk about than cash management, but let me just throw out this depressing statistic that might make you pay a little bit more attention to cash management. So did you know that 70% of businesses fail? Now, I know that you're probably like all the other optimistic business owners out there that say that failure is never going to happen to me. I have this dream and I have this vision of what's going to happen, so my business is not going to be one of the 70% that fail. Well, just in case, take heed to this, right? And let's look at 70% of businesses are failing, and the number one reason for that is because of cash flow. Now, cash flow, a part of it is obviously the money coming in, your sales. So if you don't have sales, your business is not going to survive. But the other part of cash management is the money going out. And that's the part that a lot of business owners ignore. They don't have a strategic plan on what to do with that money going out. And that's why businesses are failing. So most business owners think that cash management and accounting are the same thing. And let me tell you that they are not the same thing. So your accounting system, no matter what that is, maybe it's a QuickBooks Live system, QuickBooks online system, maybe it's a spreadsheet, maybe it's the shoebox in the back of your car with all the receipts. Whatever your cash management system is, it is based on historical data. And that's the problem with the accounting system, is that, yes, can it tell us how much did you sell last month? Yes. Will it tell you how much your expenses were last month? Yes. How much you sold last year? What your expenses were last year compared to this year? Yes. It will tell you all those things. Historical data. It's very good at giving you that historical data. And this is very useful and necessary information, even when it comes to setting up your cash management system. But this is not the same thing as your cash management system. A cash management system is deciding what's going to happen with the money coming in and the money going out of your business. And this is not based on historical data. It's based on what you are doing right this moment. So I just made a sale and the money's coming into my business. What am I going to do with it? That is cash management. So one of the biggest problems with thinking that the accounting system and your cash management system are the same thing is that while you're avoiding your accounting system, which I know that maybe you're not doing that, but there's a lot of business owners out there that are. Maybe they don't have the time to set up an accounting system and maintain it. Maybe they don't want to, because after all, that is not why they started their business. Maybe they're terrified of numbers, and because of that, they are avoiding doing the accounting. And when they lump the cash management in with the accounting, that means they're also avoiding the cash management, which is the number one reason why businesses fail, remember? So by avoiding the accounting and the cash management, you are actually avoiding the one thing that you can take in your business that can make it so that your business is successful. Now, let's talk about what your current cash management system probably consists of. What it probably consists of is pulling up your phone in the morning, looking at your bank balance, and if there's money in there, great. You can pay yourself and you can pay your expenses. If there's not any money in there, then you got to figure out how to get money in there, right? Go out and sell. So this may surprise you, but that behavior that you're doing, looking at your bank balance, I know that you maybe have talked to other accountants and they're going to tell you that's bad. Don't look at your bank balance to decide what's going on in your business and how to make decisions. But I am not going to be one of those accountants. I'm actually going to tell you that I'm going to help you set up, this series is going to help you set up a cash management system that is going to let you keep doing that behavior that you're already doing of looking at your bank balance and making decisions. We're just going to make it a little bit better. And we're going to help you set up that set it and forget it cash management system so that you can have time and energy to go think about all the other things in your business that you need to be thinking about. So let's talk about cash management in terms of a visual aid. So I found this toy over the weekend. This is my daughter's little thing that goes with her kitchen. Now she totally drew all over it with a permanent marker, so it's kind of all trashed anyway. So I'm going to use it for my example here. By the way, why is it that I can't find a pen in my house to save my life, but my daughter, she can find this permanent marker in the back of the junk drawer and write all over the toys. Luckily it was the toys this time and not the wall. Anyway, so we've got this cake. This is your cash management system in your business. This cake is your sales. And cash management really is just deciding what's going to happen with those sales. You're going to divide this up into pieces. So wouldn't it be nice if you got to keep 100% of your cake? That would be sweet, right? But that is not feasible because we've got expenses. We've got to pay taxes, right? So what we need to do with your cash management system is decide who gets a piece of the cake. So this is my sales cake, and this is how my business, the cash management in my business is divided up. So first off, most important piece of the cake is your profit. This is the money that you get to keep and that you get to go spend on something fun. Now in my system, I get to have a quarterly distribution of this profit money. And then I get to go spend it on whatever I want, and I don't have to worry about it because the money has been earmarked for my profit. Now, the second piece of my cake is my owner's compensation. And this is what I get paid for doing the work of my business, which means it's the stuff it's the money I need to basically pay my personal bills. Then, in my business, I have a piece that goes to charity. So of all the sales that go in, a piece of that goes to charity, and then I get to decide what charity I'm going to support with that money. And then in my business, I also have a piece of the cake that goes to taxes. Nobody likes paying taxes, and I realize that I'm a tax accountant, but guess what? I don't like paying taxes more than anybody else. So I do try to make that piece as small as possible, but I still need to make sure that a piece of my sales cake is going to go to taxes. And then guess what? Whatever's left, that's what's going to go to my expenses. Now, the nice thing about setting this up this way is that it makes it so that I make sure that I get paid first, my profit money and my owner's comp. And then anything left is what goes to expenses. So that means that I'm not starting with expenses, which is what happens with a lot of business owners. Is, of course, we all start our business because we want profit, right? But then we get going, and along the line, we start thinking more about expenses than our profit. So we are not going to do that with this cash management system. We are going to make sure that we got our profit on our owner's comp cake piece. We are going to get that first. So this is how I'm gonna help you set up a system in your business that is just like this, that can make sure that you have all of your sales cake is going to different places, so that you're not having to just haphazardly put your money where you think it needs to go. We know exactly where the money's going to be going. So in this set it and forget it cash management system that I'm going to walk you through how to set up in this series, these are the biggest things that are great about it, that have changed my life and that will change your life if you let it. So first, like I mentioned, you get to make sure that you get paid first with your profit and your owner's comp piece of the cake. And then you get to make sure that you have money saved for your taxes. So at tax time, you don't have to stress about how to pay the tax bill because you have the money set aside. And the nice thing is that you don't overspend on your expenses, because your expenses only get what's left of the cake. They're not going to be the ones that take the money first. They get to take the money last after you put it all the other places that it needs to go. So, and then the nice thing about this system is that you don't have to change your behavior very much. I know you're busy as a business owner, got a lot on your plate, a lot of stress. If we don't have to change behavior, then we're going to go for that. So tomorrow we are going to talk about how to figure out what piece of the cake these different parts of your business get. So see you tomorrow.